Put it in the bag.
Yes.
And what bag?
You missed the little boy? Breaks my damn heart, brother.
I've never seen anything like it.
29, we got 3 cases down.
Took my life, Happy. My life!
Catching killers.
Some parents are so evil, they're willing to do the most vile things to their kids. But what happens when these parents finally have to face the consequences?
Is it in your custody? Sorry.
Yeah, should be taken.
In this video, we'll cover 5 examples of this. Starting with Chad Doerman. On June 15, 2023, Ohio police received a call from a screaming mother claiming that her and her 3 children had been shot by their father, Chad Doerman. Police officers rushed straight to the scene. And once there, they'd found Doerman on his front porch, patiently waiting for their arrival.
Stand up! Stand up! Up!
Go ahead and fly whenever any units can arrive.
Get your hand out of here. Tell me 21. It's in the air.
Those guys can confirm that there's people in the first aid, and that's the shooter who's not complying. They need to take care of the
I got it.
victims. They have to shoot in the shootout.
Man, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm completely sober. Never did drugs.
63, we're 21. Get the EMS over here.
Well, I did drugs with a flip, but I don't do drugs now. I'm sober. I'm not trying to put you.
63.
Get your butt inside. Gatlin, get your butt inside.
We on primary?
Now.
29, we got 3 cases down.
3 cases down, 16 up.
Gatlin.
63, we're 21. Have EMS respond over here.
You're clear, they're being advised.
Robert 34, just started mass custody response.
63, do you want them to respond to the Laurel Lindale address? Where exactly do you need them?
We're right in the front yard.
Took my life, Happy. My life!
The officers ask Chad to stand up, but he doesn't comply, so they drag him to the ground and handcuff him while they wait for EMS to arrive. Meanwhile, we can hear the mother say, "You took my life from me," which doesn't seem to faze Doerman at all, as he goes on to say he means no harm and even kindly warns the officers about his dog.
What are you doing, man?
Hey, are you copying all this?
Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt nobody.
You got anything on you?
No, I ain't got nothing, man. Phone, that's it. I ain't mad. I ain't nothing. Just make sure that dog don't come out. I don't think he'll bite you. Just don't reach for him and try to grab him and pet him.
All right.
He won't bite you.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Can I stand up? It's kind of uncomfortable.
Doerman's responses to the officer here are haunting. He implies to the officer that there's nothing going on, but there's a problem. His wife is crying out to the officers and is clearly in distress. There's definitely something going on. Additionally, when he asks the officer if he can roll over, he says, "I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt nobody." Remember, this is coming from someone who allegedly killed 3 of his children. Strangely, Doerman shot his sons but didn't attempt to shoot his wife or stepdaughter, which seems to indicate that these young boys were being specifically targeted by their father. Yeah, it shouldn't be a surprise that the officers had no sympathy for him.
Can you get the wallet out of my back pocket? Shut up, dude. You had the right to remain silent, fucking answer.
When the police finished searching Doerman, they put him in the cruiser and carted him off to jail. The Clermont County Sheriff's Department stated that Doerman had allegedly lined up his 3 sons and executed them. Doerman gave a full admission to the murders to police, although he did eventually plead not guilty. He was arrested and eventually indicted on 9 counts of aggravated murder, 8 counts of kidnapping, and 4 counts of felony assault. He's still awaiting trial. The suspect in this case tried to retract his admission. But what happens when the killer doesn't try to deny anything?
Dead.
He's dead, man.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you!
On February 11, 2014, law enforcement received several calls from people claiming they'd heard gunshots ringing throughout the neighborhood and a voice screaming, "Help me." After the calls, officers rushed to the scene, only to find a deceased George Eustaquio. After talking with the neighbors, officers concluded that they should speak with Eustaquio's mother-in-law, Cynthia Cdebaca. She was found at her favorite coffee shop and brought in for questioning.
Something happened today at your house, and unfortunately, Laura's husband, you know what Laura's husband's name is? Well, unfortunately, Laura's husband has passed away.
Huh?
Laura's husband was killed today.
He was killed when?
Today. We're going to ask you some questions. We're going to ask you some questions because we're trying to figure out what happened today, okay?
All right.
Initially, it seems like Cynthia is distraught to hear of George's death, but the facade wouldn't last long.
What did you think of him? Okay, why do you say that?
That's the big thumbs down. You didn't like him.
So mean to me and all of them.
He's mean to everybody?
Yes, he is.
Cynthia quickly reveals why she disliked George, even stating that he was abusive to his wife Laura and the kids, a detail that, if true, would give anyone a reason to dislike someone. However, detectives were probably wondering, would it give Cynthia the motive for murder?
Did anybody try to stop him?
Can't stop him.
It sounds like somebody had to stop him. Or...
I did. I was guilty.
Okay. Somebody had to stop him.
I did.
Okay, it's okay.
Is he dead?
You tell me.
He's gotta be dead.
He's dead?
I hope so.
Detectives didn't have to wonder about the motive for long because Cynthia would straight up admit to them that she did it, and give them the reasons why.
Says you can't go like that because it looks like you're ghetto in this.
You got your gun from your purse, and then what happened?
Went and shot him. Wasn't enough.
Apparently, Cynthia decided she had it with George after he told her she couldn't go to her granddaughter's spelling bee because her outfit looked ghetto. After that comment, she went to get her revolver and shot George 12 times.
How many rounds do you remember firing?
15.
15?
Yes.
Did he say anything to you?
Grandma, I love you. Sorry.
He said that to you?
Yeah.
After you shot him, he said, Grandma, I love you?
Yeah. God damn.
Did you check to see if he was dead?
I didn't care.
The nonchalant nature of Cynthia's comments is shocking. But what's even more shocking is that after the murder, she went throughout her day like nothing was wrong. She went to Denny's, a casino, and her favorite coffee shop before authorities eventually caught up to her. But back at the interrogation room, Cynthia continued to shock police by actually celebrating the death of the victim.
Is he alive? He's not? Oh, good. Oh, thank you. I shot him. Boom, boom, boom. Is he dead?
He's dead, man.
Oh, thank you. Oh, boy.
You don't feel bad about it?
No.
Would you do it again?
Yes.
After this haunting display of callousness, detectives let Cynthia's family members have their final words.
I love you, John. I wanted to. Birthday. 13 years I wanted to go get him. Oh, honey. Come kiss me.
No, you killed my dad.
Cynthia Cdebaca was arrested and charged with murder of the first degree and was sentenced to 50 years to life. But if you thought Cynthia was an evil person, that's because you don't know the case of Alexee Trevizo.
It was not crying or nothing.
I got detectives on the way.
On January 27, 2023, Alexee Trevizo went to the hospital for lower back pain. But just hours into her visit, nurses went inside the bathroom to clean up after Trevizo and discovered something truly terrible. Nurses found a inside the trash can. Allegedly, Trevizo had silently given birth inside the bathroom, then tried to hide her newborn son in a The nurses explained to Artesia police that prior to that moment, the nurses had Trevizo perform a pregnancy test, and it came back positive. But despite the positive test, Trevizo claimed that she'd never had sex and asked to go to the bathroom. She was in the bathroom for a while, so the nurses went to check on her. And when they opened the door, they saw on the walls. Initially, the nurses thought that Trevizo tried to herself, but not much later, they discovered the truth when the custodial staff found the inside the trash can. After being filled in, law enforcement, along with the nurses, step into Alexee's hospital room to break the devastating news to her mother.
We discovered it in the bathroom. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. It came out of me and I didn't know what to do.
Lexi, I told you about this. I just asked you. Tell me the truth.
It was not crying or nothing.
What did you do to it?
Okay, stop right here. Stop. Number one priority, guys. Number one priority is she just had don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's significantly.
Yeah.
I've spoken to the obstetrician at Loveless. They want her out there as soon as possible. I obviously need your permission to transfer her for medicals. She needs to be.
She's 19.
Oh, you're right.
But she is a student too.
She's still 19
you're
years old.
right. You're right. She needs to. I'm sorry, I forgot she's 19.
Keep having me.
You need to make sure that you're safe. I need to send you to Loveless to labor and delivery. Will you please agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna work on that. In terms, I'm sorry about this, but in terms of delivering a baby and it looked like you tried to hide it, we do have to have the police involved.
And that was crying. It came out with that.
I know, but the baby's gonna have to be taken for and there'll be an investigator and everything. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but we need to do this correctly. And I want to be transparent with you about what our steps are going to be. Officer, do you guys need to talk to her before we get her transferred?
How long is it going to be before you have to transfer
I
out?
don't know. What are you working on?
Okay.
Marina, do you think 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah, hopefully, yes.
Okay.
I got detectives on the way, so
Okay.
they're going to be talking to her.
Okay.
Alexee continues to claim that the wasn't crying, seemingly in an attempt to explain away her actions. But the explanation doesn't get her anywhere because the officers move right past what she has to say and continue to explain to her what will happen next.
So as of right now, like I said, is we're going to have the detectives come over here and they're going to talk to you, okay? We have to gather some more information about what's going on. They'll get your statement. They're going to get the doctor's statements. They're going to get everybody's statements, okay? So I don't know everything yet, okay? So I'm not going to tell you. I can't tell you nothing, honestly, okay? All I can say is,
Gonna go to jail.
right now she's being detained. So she's not going to leave from here at all, period. Okay? So one of us will
Is
be
it in your custody? Like,
yeah, she's detained. Yeah, she's not under arrest, but she is detained. Okay, she's not free to leave. So while this whole thing is coming up, you're not free to leave. Okay, one of us will be in here the whole time with you, because you're not going to try to leave or nothing like that. All right. Like I said, the detectives will be here. They're going to talk to you. I mean, your care is of the utmost right now. Okay, they're going to do what they need to do to take care of you to make sure you get stable. They get you transferred out or whatever. Like I said, the detectives are already been notified. They're already on the way, so they're going to come talk to you. All right. So don't leave. Don't try to do nothing. One of us is always going to be in here in this room with you. Okay, unless we have to step out for doctor's orders or something like that, because if they need to examine you or do something with you. But other than that, like I said, you are detained. You are not free to leave at this point. Do you understand that?
yes, sir.
Okay.
While the officer is on the phone with the detective, Alexee's mother doesn't waste any time interrogating her daughter.
Where did you put the yeah? Tell me the truth.
517.
That came out of the toilet. You put it in the bag?
Yes.
In what bag? Why did you say anything to us? Do you want to get in trouble for this now? You could get in trouble for this.
Alright, just give it time, okay? I'm going to speak to the detectives whenever she's ready, okay? You ready for the second one?
Eventually, detectives begin their investigation. And like Alexee's mother, they're looking for answers. They begin their investigation by speaking with the hospital staff in order to get a full scope of what happened that night.
Knocked on the door, and I said, "Are you okay?" And she said, "Yes, I'm fine. I'm just having a hard time going to the bathroom," is what she replied. So I was like, okay.
At some point, I went and kind of checked on her, knocked on the door, seen if she needed anything. She denied. She said she didn't need anything.
Did you hear anything?
I didn't hear anything.
Flush, toilet flush?
Yes. After a while, I started hearing. So I probably checked on her 2 to 3 times. I'm not exactly sure. And then I just kept hearing paper towel dispenser and flushing and like the water running. I knocked again. Did she need anything? Denied anything. And then eventually it got to a point where I said, "You need to come out." And I asked the clerk to get the key to unlock the door, because obviously she locked the door to go to the restroom. And whenever we finally had the key to unlock it, she opened it and just kind of walked out.
Did she say anything at that point?
She didn't say anything. She was just looking kind of straight past me and went back to the room.
According to the staff, Alexee rushed to the bathroom around 1:00 a.m. and locked herself inside. The staff said they periodically checked in with Alexee to make sure that she was okay. and initially they left her alone. But after waiting 19 minutes, the staff began to worry about her safety, so they requested her to leave the restroom. Alexee opened the bathroom door and went back to the room, and it was then that nurses discovered the truly horrible scene that Alexee had left behind. And when speaking with the detectives, some nurses shared that they thought Alexee was lying to the nurses the entire time, that she knew she was pregnant and was just trying to hide it, which would imply that everything Alexee did that night was premeditated.
She definitely knew what she was doing, and what was doing was wrong because of the way she was talking to me, just stating, I didn't realize it was pregnant, and, but I'm taking the birth gun, so, she was panicked, but, I didn't see her being in a state of mind where she did not know what she was doing.
It seemed like we were being just deceived from the beginning, but that's just my take on it. It seemed like she was very manipulative with us, and it was at least what it seemed like to me. She didn't want you to discover, that she was pregnant, and she wore really baggy clothing. And she wouldn't sit still for you. I'm sure she was very uncomfortable too, but yeah, she wouldn't allow you to do it.
It seemed like she'd been trying to hide this pregnancy from her mother for some time. Mm-hmm. So if you know you're pregnant, you're not going to continue taking birth control pills. But if you're trying to hide it, you might start taking weight loss medications. That's just kind of what it seemed like in my head.
What's even more heartbreaking is that it seems like the nurses had more compassion towards the situation than even her own mother did. In fact, staff members explained to the officers that it didn't seem like either of them were even interested in the baby at all.
Did they have any comments?
Not one.
Really?
I was really surprised not one person asked me about the baby. If it was alive, if it was dead, if it was a boy, if it was a girl, no one asked me anything. She didn't even ask. No, she didn't ask. The only thing she started doing was crying and started talking about she didn't know what to do. Not one. I've never seen I've delivered multiple babies and I've seen multiple miscarriages, and I've never seen a reaction like that. I'm just going to tell you this. I've never, ever seen a reaction like that girl. I don't even know what to say about it. There was zero emotion. I don't even know what to say. I've never seen anything like it.
Alexee Trevizo was charged with first-degree murder or alternatively abusing a child, resulting in death and tampering with evidence. She is still awaiting trial and could be facing life in prison. But if you thought evil parents stop here, that's because you don't know the case of Kelsey Warren. On April 23, 2023, the Marietta Police Department received a 911 call saying that a woman was passed out in her car in a McDonald's drive-thru. When the officers arrived on the scene, they found Kelsey Warren asleep at the wheel and her 1-year-old child in the back of the car.
Ma'am. Hey, Marietta Police, ma'am. Hey. What's going on? Hey, stop reaching. What's going on? You really tired?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead and turn the car off for me real quick. Turn the car off for me real quick. Turn the car off first for me, okay? Can you hand me the keys real quick?
Yeah. Can I find my glasses really fast?
Give me your keys first, ma'am.
Officers immediately suspected that Kelsey was under the influence of drugs because she was having a hard time staying awake during their conversation. And sure enough, after searching the vehicle, police found illicit drugs inside the car, including a syringe that was only feet away from her child.
Hi. Hey. Smile. You're gonna be alright, okay, buddy? You're gonna be alright.
Breaks my damn heart, brother.
This is. Dude, I'd never seen anything like that, so I have no idea.
Kelsey later admitted to doing heroin before heading to McDonald's. She was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance and endangering a child. Luckily, officers were able to arrest this drug-induced mother before something truly terrible happened to her son. But what happens when a good mother just makes a simple mistake?
Are you missing a little boy?
Yes, what?
On May 10, 2020, a young teenager riding his bike saw a toddler walking across the street alone. So the heroic teen took it upon himself to call 911 and wait with the toddler until help arrived.
Is it this little guy?
Yeah. He was so close to the street. There you go. Scary. He's not very carefree. No. None of them probably got a... My husband's been driving around. He can't find anybody that's practically looking.
And he was walking this way, right?
He was
coming towards this way. Yeah, okay. From that street. He's been watching him before we got here. He saw him first.
Oh, okay.
I followed him because he realized he was directly opening the door.
How old do you think he is? Like 1?
No more than 2.
Can you hold him and face him our way so we can snap a photo of him real quick?
Yeah, here we go.
Say cheese! Cheese! You got one? Can you email it to everyone? Alright. What's your name?
I don't know.
What's your name? You like Batman?
Not long after this, officers track down the toddler's home and go to visit the mother.
Are you missing a little boy?
No, I'm not.
Are you? Do you have a little boy? Wait, we have him.
What?
Is this him?
Mateo? What?
Is that, ma'am, is this your son?
Yes, why?
Okay, hold on. What's the address here?
My God, we were sleeping.
Go ahead.
He got out? He was in the road?
40 Central. I'm with mom. Relax, relax.
I didn't know.
Relax, relax, relax. Look, you're okay. Okay?
My kid is okay. Where's
He's fine. You have Mateo? Where's the little boy? Okay. He's with the other sergeant.
The toddler was safely reunited with her mother, and luckily, this time around, the officers didn't have to hand down any punishments, only friendly advice.
That happens, okay. I get it. Hey, there he is. All right.
Look at that smile.
He's happy.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, bud. You're gonna have to put another lock on that door.
No, I usually lock the top both times because you can't undo that. But
You're gonna have to get those adult-proof things they
The
put on the
baby
doors.
things
Yeah.
Yeah.
For the doorknob.
For the door. Do you have? Is there?
Alright.
Is there a knob on the inside door, or is it a handle?
It's just a knob.
Okay. You can buy the thing that goes around the knob that will allow you to lock it, but it won't allow him to. I had about 400 of them at my house.
All over my house. I can
Yeah, I know. My wife couldn't use them. She'd be like, "Open the door for me." You gotta squeeze hard. All right.
Also, whoever has the most viewed TikTok or YouTube short using a clip from this video, we will send you $100. You can post however many times you want, but you must have our YouTube handle and put YouTube Catching Killers in the title/description.